So a little bit of a rough start to your singing journey.
Yeah. Yes. It was, I'm just a simple little weed. In middle school, I feel like was a pivotal point.
You auditioned.
Yes.
For X Factor.
As a music major, and I hated it.
1, 2, 3.
Redo.
Rewind.
Hey, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, we are Ian and Heather Austin, a Christian folk duo living in the Appalachian Mountains. And today we're going to be talking about my musical journey. And with us we have my mom.
Hi.
Joining in. She's going to just kind of help fill in gaps with my childhood and stuff like that. Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning. Do you remember Heather's first musical moment?
Yes. When she was little, like maybe 3 years old or so, we always would sing songs in the car to pass the time. We were on long trips, and it got to the point where we would just sing them all the time. Even on a 5-minute commute, you wanted to sing songs, and then you named it Silly Songs. One day we were in the car and said, let's sing silly songs. I'm like, silly songs? What is she talking about? And it was about us just going around, and each person would pick what song we were going to sing. And that was the first memory of her singing.
Yeah, so I remember us doing that all the time. I loved it. But I never knew I named it Silly Songs. So that's funny. But we would sing like, on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese.
Did you make that up?
No, it's a song.
It's a song.
Okay.
It's a song. Yeah.
We never sang anything that we really made up. It was all songs that were already out there. But like Jesus Loves Me, it'd just be like nursery rhymes and things like that. And it's funny because I even introduced that to Ian when we got married. When we went on like long road trips, I'd be like, let's sing silly songs. It's fun. It passes the time.
It's a foreign concept to me. We listen to music. I don't ever remember like having a set aside silly song time.
Yes.
A whole new world out there.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay, so then moving on to elementary school, I started singing more like independently. And I remember I entered into a singing competition called Shooting Stars in 3rd grade.
Yep.
I think I did that competition twice.
I think so too.
2 different years.
With the same song.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, with the same song.
Did you not win the first time or something?
No, neither one.
No. There was 2 rounds. I never even made it past the first round.
Right.
I mean, I was young.
Yes.
So I could carry a tune a little bit. We actually have a little clip.
We got to put the clip in.
Yeah.
Insert clip here.
But, like nothing had developed vocally much.
Right. You could carry a tune and stay on beat. But other than that, it wasn't like being able to belt out, project, or anything like that.
There definitely wasn't much technique.
And whose idea was it to do the Shooting Star competition? Was it your idea?
I think it was both of ours. I think she brought a flyer home or something from school.
And I wanted to do it.
Yeah, and she wanted to do it. So then we got to practicing and, picking out her song. And I think I was the one that picked out the song. It was a cute, silly, Christian child song, which I guess the judges didn't take kindly to or something.
Well, also, there was another girl in my grade that did the eBay song. Remember that?
Yes, she did.
And she brought props and a slideshow and everything. And I was like, what?
And then Heather just goes up there, just her.
Just like this.
And at one point you forgot the words.
And went back to the piano.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way I was making it.
So a little bit of a rough start to your singing journey.
Yes.
I also really loved American Idol. That was like my show, and I loved Carrie Underwood. She was my idol, and I was thinking, I want to be just like Carrie Underwood. I want to go on American Idol, and I want to win, and I want to be a country singer, and all this stuff. And I also really looked up to you as a singer because you have a beautiful voice.
Aw,
and I know that I had your old karaoke machine in my room that I had cassettes of you singing on, and I would like play them and listen to them and stuff, and then I would come to you for advice.
Right. I had even, you remember I told you about the technique where you lay down on your back, and then the way you're singing, that forces you to sing through your diaphragm. So when you're laying on your back, you could even put your hand on your diaphragm and see how it feels to sing that way so that you'll be used to that when you stand up to sing.
Yeah, so I remember laying on my floor in the room just trying to belt.
But I would always encourage her, you know. I mean, because when I was younger, I would just go in my room and shut the door and sing with my little cassette tapes and accompaniment tapes. You know, back then you bought an accompaniment tape and you sung, you know, in church with your accompaniment tape and stuff. And
yeah, well, I remember that we had a lot of CDs, like accompaniment CDs.
Yes.
That I would sing with, and then I would sing them at church too.
Yes.
For our specials.
Right?
Yeah. And then I also had started writing a few songs when I was in later elementary school, probably around 5th or 6th grade. I started writing little songs.
Silly
here
songs?
and there. They were silly songs.
You're all about these silly songs.
Looking back.
Yeah, looking back. Like
back then it was your life's work.
I wrote about I wrote one that was called Farm Barn Party.
That's funny.
We grew up on a farm, so that's why. Or like songs about weeds.
Weeds?
Yes. It was, I'm just a simple little weed.
That's funny.
Wow.
Like, yeah. It was,
Were you thinking when you wrote that, you're like, this is going to be my big hit?
It's the number
I'm gonna
one
sing
song.
this at American Idol. They're going to love it. I'm going to get the golden buzzer.
no.
You weren't.
Not
You're just
really.
having fun.
Yeah, I was just having
There was no
fun.
bigger picture for
Nope. I would sing to our dogs all the time. I would go down on the farm and I would sing to the cows.
Oh, wow.
I would sit on the rock and pretend that they were my audience.
That's funny.
I would sing
Would you
to
do a
them.
little microphone like all that
Sometimes,
kind of stuff? Yeah. But,
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So then in middle school, I feel like was a pivotal point in my journey because that's when I found my brother's guitar in the basement that my uncle had given to him. And he wasn't playing it or anything. So I decided that I was just going to take it to my room and try to learn. That's also when y'all had gotten me a little keyboard.
Right.
As well. And so I was teaching myself how to play the guitar and the keyboard.
And you learned the guitar in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was quick.
Yeah. It was hard. And I know that I struggled at first with trying to find the right key to sing in.
That was always hard for me.
Yeah. I remember
And still
calling
kind of
you
is
to
hard
my
to
room.
me.
And I'm like, I don't know where to start singing. And you're like, I don't know.
Right, I have no idea.
So I
Give
just
me a
had to
piano.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I taught myself the piano and the guitar. I could never read sheet music, really. I can read it just a tiny bit now, but I just taught myself the scales and the chords and stuff.
And I always read the music
Yeah.
and envied her for being able to play chords. And my sister could play, you know, just by ear. I couldn't do that at all. And so Heather was like, you mean you can't just do this? You can't.
Yeah,
And I was like, no.
you can't just go up and play the D chord?
No, I
Yeah.
have to see the music.
Yeah. But you had started writing a song back in your 20s that I ended up finishing on the piano.
Right.
And I think that was the very first song that I actually put to music.
So was music for you, was it like a way to process the world, or were you just having fun?
I actually, like, some of them, yeah. I was very much processing through it, but it hadn't become special to me yet, I guess.
Okay.
A lot of it was just for fun. It was just something I'd love to do. I had
Were
a
you
passion.
just bored or something? I feel like it takes a lot for a kid in elementary school or junior high to pick up a guitar and be like, I'm just going to learn this.
I think
'Cause
she's strong-willed. She
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn to do this. And then she spends all of her time doing it.
Yeah, but it's weird though, because honestly, I never believed in myself that I could actually play the guitar even decently. I'm actually still shocked that at that age I had the willpower to like go to my room every day after school and just shut the door and teach myself how to play like that just blows my mind.
What was like your motivation behind that? Were you still thinking like, oh, Carrie Underwood, I'm going to become her so I'm going to learn guitar? Or were you just like,
No.
whatever is
Yeah,
doing this?
no, it's just I knew I loved music. I knew I loved singing, and I knew that the guitar would enhance it.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And then that led me into high school when I started writing more serious songs, more breakup / love songs. Mm-hmm. Of course, high school, love life. And then also some Christian songs as well. But yes,
Yeah.
some singing competitions that my school did that I got involved with. So I did it 2 years, my freshman and junior year, I think. Because if you won, you couldn't do it the next year, and I had won both times.
Yes.
So you made a comeback.
Right.
Yeah.
Lost
Yes.
your first 2
Yes.
competitions.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shooting Stars was a dud in elementary school, and then I won both
You were
times.
the underdog.
Right. And
And
then
Ash.
Heather was a person in high school that would sing the national anthem at the games. And so you were known for the girl who sang the anthem.
like, oh, you're the national anthem girl.
Right.
Like,
How did
yeah.
you like that? You're like, I do other things, right? Is that kind of what you thought? Like, I'm not just the national anthem girl.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Because I loved singing. I was like, oh, it's kind of nice to be known for my singing.
Okay, cool.
But it's also the only time I ever went to any of the games. Was when I sang the national anthem, and then I left immediately after because I'm just not a sports person.
So you weren't
is
in
funny.
the cool, jock crowd.
No. No, but I was in choir for all 4 years. And then we had show choir my junior and senior year that I was involved in, and did a lot of solos and stuff in that.
Wait, show choir, is that you dance and
Yes.
stuff?
We
Like
wore
Broadway shows?
Yeah. We wore bright, sparkly purple dresses and heels, and we danced and
I
sang.
remember that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was really fun. And then we move on to college.
No,
Wait, what?
before you went to college, you did something really special. Do you want to tell the audience what you did?
You auditioned
Yes.
for X Factor.
So he actually just learned that
2
a
days
few
ago.
days ago.
We were talking
Yes.
about, I was asking her about, I don't know, her college years. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, yeah, I auditioned for X Factor.
Well,
I
that was
like,
in high school, but yeah.
oh, yes. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
How have you never told me this? That's a huge deal. X Factor?
It's not something I tell people. Now I'm telling the world.
Yes. Okay, so
Yes, I did.
who'd you go with?
So I went with my uncle and my cousins because they also auditioned.
Wait, your uncle did too?
No.
Just the
I was gonna
cousins.
say, man,
Yeah,
he's
just
brave.
my cousins. And so that was an experience. Obviously, I did not get televised. There are several different audition levels that you have to go through in order to get to the televised part. But we were just in a room with, there was hundreds of people there, but and just in our group, there's about 30 people. And you're in this room with this one judge, and you each take turns singing your songs. And then at the end of it, he said, I want everyone to leave the room except for Heather.
How'd that make you feel?
Was terrifying. I was so intimidated. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I'd be scared.
So then everyone gets up and leaves, and it's just me. And I'm like,
It's just you
What?
and Simon Cowell.
no. That's what it felt like.
I think it was a random judge.
It was a random guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want you to sing another song for me. And I was thinking, I did not prepare another song. I didn't think I'd make it this far.
right?
It's
Yeah.
literally first round.
I know. Did not think I'd make it that far. And so I pulled a song from the top of my head, and I'd originally auditioned with a country song, a Rascal Flatts song. And then the second time around, I sang a pop song. I can't even remember what song it was, but it wasn't even the released version. It was some rendition that someone had changed the words
A silly
of
version.
the song to.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so I switched genres from country to pop, and then he was probably thinking, what is happening? Why does she change genres? She's not even singing the right words. She's not prepared. So then he told me, he said, come back next year, more prepared, and I think you would do well in this competition. And I never went back.
But she still wanted to do music, of course, and she decided to major in music
Yeah.
and went to Gardner-Webb.
as a music major, and I hated it.
Right.
It's horrible.
She called me all the time saying, "This is terrible."
Yes, because it was all classical music, and so I had to sing whatever they told me to sing, and it was nothing that I wanted to sing. I had to sing in a different style than I wanted to sing, and it was just sucking all the fun out of music for me, because my life was consumed with music, doing all this stuff. I had to be in piano proficiency where I had to, learn certain things on the piano, and I was like, I want to be at the piano, but I don't want to be playing these things. And I don't want it to be stressful either.
Right.
I don't want to associate music with stress, because this is one of my outlets. I love music. This is a passion. And it was making me start to dislike music. So I was like, I cannot do this to my passion. So I backed out of being a music major, left that school completely,
right,
and just came back home.
And she was like, I just want to come home.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, I still finished all of my years at college, but I just did it in my hometown instead of away.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, so then after not being a music major anymore, I really started to focus. I could focus more on my own music again, writing and things like that, and I started to write a lot more Christian songs. And 2020 was a big year for me, because that's when I discovered folk music. And I feel like once I discovered Christian folk music specifically, it was like something unlocked inside of me, and I was like, this is my sound. I had finally found my sound. Because before then, I was writing a lot of like ballady type stuff on the piano. I hadn't really written a ton of songs on the guitar. I had written a few, but my main instrument at that point was piano.
Yes.
And then when I moved to folk music, it quickly switched to I was always writing on the guitar. And I was able to find my style of singing that I loved and felt like myself, and also a new style of writing as well, where I could use a lot more imagery and storytelling. And then it came to the point where I was using writing songs to process things, as well as prayers to the Lord and stuff, and I'd really heavily involved the Lord in my songwriting, and I feel like that XP'd my songwriting. My songwriting got so much better after I started to deepen my relationship with the Lord and started involving Him.
And I think the Lord was blessing you in that too, because you could write a song just like that.
Yeah, I could sit down and write a song in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, it was so quick.
Because it just felt so natural. It just came out of me. It flowed out of me. And then I would look at the lyrics and be like, I knew this didn't come from me, because I'm not that crafty in my words or in the imagery. Yeah. I'd look at it and just be mind blown that I even wrote that. I also ran every single new song through you, even back in high school. Yes. I'd be like, come listen to my new song.
Right.
Come listen to my breakup song.
Yes, I would.
Whatever it was, I was right there, supported her the whole time.
Yes. And even when we weren't living together, I would send you songs. I would send you all of my voice memos.
Yes. Then you started singing in church.
Yes. So I actually had joined the worship team when I was 16.
Yes.
And then I had stayed on the worship team through the various churches that I went to through up until just a few years ago. So I think I was on the worship team for like 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
On different worship teams for 10 years.
Yeah.
And while Heather was on one worship team, they recorded an EP.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of the guys in that worship band, they were like metal, like
in the metal band.
Like, heavy metal type stuff. And so it's like metal worship
heavy.
kind of, But she's singing on it when you're 19.
Yeah, 19 or 20, something like that.
And what's the name of it? Because I think it'd be cool if they got to look it up.
It's called Flawless King. I'm pretty sure it's anywhere you can find music. And it's by New Creation Worship. And I wrote, every song that I'm leading is a song that I had also written, which was really cool, because that was the first time I'd ever released any kind of music.
Right.
And it was really, really neat to hear myself on Spotify.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
It's exciting for me, too,
Yeah.
as a parent, seeing you get to that point.
Yeah.
And it's something that you love to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't exactly what I wanted, because it wasn't fully my own.
Yes.
Because it was with a worship team and through a church and stuff. also, I was still more young in my faith, and so the songs are a little bit more charismatic for my taste now. But I'll just say that. But even with being involved in the worship teams, there would be times where I'd like sang some songs that I'd written with the worship team and with the congregation, and it was really, really neat as well to have a congregation learn my song and hear them singing good and like worshiping to it was really cool for me.
Because that was the end result of you writing these songs, was to reach others with what the Lord has laid on your heart to share, and to see them sing those words in worship
to Him,
to Him with those,
yeah. It was mind-blowing. I remember the first time that I heard, like, that I actually could hear other people singing it, I just started crying. Because I was like, whoa, this is surreal.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe God used me as a vessel for this.
I just got chills.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'd gotten a little taste of that, of God using my music to minister to people. But those were more of like the worship songs that I'd written. And on the other hand, I was also writing more personal folk songs that I really wanted to get out to people because I thought that they could minister to people just as much. But because I wasn't going through the avenue of a church, I was thinking it felt impossible to release those more personal folksy songs that I'd written, especially because I knew how to play the guitar and the piano and taught myself ukulele and things like that, but I was not an expert in them at all by any means. I had like one strumming pattern on the guitar, maybe two, and then like one picking pattern, and then I played the piano pretty simply, and so I was like, I don't want to release something with literally just guitar and piano and it sound all the same. But I thought that that's what I had to do because I didn't even know that you could hire other people to like play on your stuff, or at least like, I thought I at least had to play the bare bones of a song. And I was like, I don't even want to do that because I'm not that good. Like, I just want to be able to sing on it and someone else do all the instrumentation, but I thought that was impossible. And it also, there was a money barrier there as well because it's expensive.
Well, it took a very long time for you to release your first song.
A very long time, yeah. So I had found folk music in 2020 and had written so many songs, multiple songs a month sometimes. So, like, probably over 100 songs.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I would release all of them. Some of them are duds. And some of them are just, like, personal, like, more personal processing songs that I would never release. But I was writing song after song after song after song, and I knew that there were some good ones in there that I wanted to release, but it didn't seem like I had a way. And I was thinking, Lord, am I never going to be able to share these songs? Like, am I just going to have to keep singing them to my wall? This is so sad. Yeah. But I stayed faithful in, like, continuing to write and, like, continue to surrender that to the Lord as well. But
what do you mean by that? You're like saying maybe God doesn't want me to release it, and
yeah, I mean, I didn't see any kind of doors. It felt hopeless, and I was like, I don't know how this could even happen, and maybe it's not even supposed to happen. So maybe I am supposed to just sing them to my wall, and maybe they're just supposed to be for me and my mom that I sing them to, and like a few friends, Yeah. So I did that for 5 years, and then in 2025, there was a girl on my Instagram that I'd gone to high school with. She had released a song. And so I messaged her and I was like, how did you do this? Tell me how you did this. And so she told me the guy that she worked with, I looked at his rates. They were very affordable. And so I went through him first. I called him up. And
you just called him?
I actually didn't call him. I think I emailed him.
Okay, because I was going to say, that's very outside.
Yeah, no, I didn't call. I didn't actually call.
Yeah. And he was out of state. He wasn't even in North Carolina.
Right. Yeah. He was in the next state over, and he was about an hour and a half drive away. Yeah. So we went.
Right. Several times.
Yeah, several times. Yeah. And I had to track the guitar, just like I thought I would have to. So I tracked my own guitar.
He didn't offer to play it, or he didn't play guitar himself?
No, I think he did play guitar himself.
He did.
He said that I would have to do the bare bones of the song. So I was able to get the guitar tracked, and we tracked my vocals, and we had to make several trips to get like what I wanted.
Right. Which was like after work.
Yes, it was
and then
hard.
drive an hour and a half.
Yes, it was very hard.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we would do a lot of communication via email, and it was just very hard because I was trying to make folk music and he wasn't aware really of the sound or familiar with a lot of folk music. He was more like into rock and alternative stuff, I think, or that's where he had more experience. And so I think it was hard for him to catch my vision. And then I would tell him different revisions and stuff, and it just seemed like there was so much miscommunication. Changes were happening that I didn't want to happen, and then the changes that I wanted to happen were not happening the way that I wanted them to. It was also taking so long to like get the mix.
Feedback.
Yes, to get everything back and stuff. And it was just beginning to be so discouraging and so much money because he charged me per hour. And he wasn't doing what I was asking him to do.
I'm sure that's frustrating.
Yes, because I was like, the more you work on it, the more I'm getting charged, and you're not even doing what I want you to do.
Right.
Like, I can't continue to do this. So I finally ended up just saying, like, can you just send me the stems?
Well, at that point, you had almost run out of money.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were like,
Wow.
okay, just send me what you've done so far, and let me just see what I can do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really discouraging.
Yeah.
So
It
you
was
so
saved up for a
discouraging.
while.
I had a fund set aside specifically for music. So, and this wasn't even kept in my bank account because I didn't want to even have the opportunity to spend it on other things. So I literally had it in cash, in a envelope, dashed in between my clothes in my drawer. And I even had a note that
Hidden
said,
away.
yes, I even had a note that said, this is only for music. So that way, if
Yeah.
I tried to reach in there for anything else, I would see it and be like, oh, you know.
Right. Okay, so now we're at,
But-
you're done with the first producer.
Yes.
Cutting your losses, moving on.
Yeah, so then I found another guy through, as a husband of someone that I worked with, and he was like this professional mastering person in New York for a while, and so I asked him if he could help me with my song, and he agreed. So I worked with him for a little bit, and again, it was the same thing where he wasn't catching my vision. So then at that point, I was like, oh, that's two people that I've tried and failed. And is this the Lord telling me that I'm not supposed to
And
do
you were
this
so
anymore?
down about it.
So discouraged. I mean, we are months into this at this point.
Right.
And then finally, this is crazy because it was right under my nose. The worship director on the worship team that I was on at my church had just finished production, like a production course and mixing course. And I was telling him all my frustrations that I'd had. And he was like, oh, well, like you can hire me as your producer and I'll do it for you. And he was actually familiar with folk music. He knew all the artists that I was like listening to for inspiration. He had already like studied them. And so he knew the sound and the vision that I was going for. And so he was able to take my song, he retracked it, he did the guitar, we retracked my vocals, everything, and it was night and day. Night and day.
It really was.
Yes.
Yes.
Night and day. I'm telling you. I remember getting his, like the first mix back of his, like the demo, and just crying because I was like, whoa, this is, again, night and day. So much better.
And so much closer to your vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I finished that song with him, and then I had already started working on another song with him that I was going to release. But yeah, so You're Human is the song that I released first. And then as I was working on my second song was when you came into the picture.
I did.
Yeah.
So I had reached out to Heather through Instagram. She was just basically some random girl on Instagram at that point. And she had added me to a playlist because I had started releasing music, and she had this kind of big playlist and let me know.
If you want to hear the full story, we do have How God Wrote Our Love Story on our channel, so you can go check that out after this.
So I reached out to her a little bit after we, I guess, met online. And I was just looking for clients, and I said, hey, do you want to, are you looking for a producer? And you can hire me, and I'd love to produce your music. And what'd you say?
I said no. Well, I asked him for his price, and then I said no because I didn't think he was worth the money. It was too expensive, especially because I was getting charged a lot cheaper through my worship director at my church. And so I was like, I'm not going to go with someone across the country and pay twice as much.
Thinking, I was like, whatever, you're lost.
Wow.
I don't know about that. But I was like, I don't know. What I'm doing is like, you obviously like the music, so
I did really love your music. Yeah, but I had already liked my results with the other guy I was working with, so I was like, I'm not going to spend more money. I was also, money was tight.
Right.
But then the guy that I was working with at my church had decided that he had to increase his rates. And so I did the math because he priced his things a little bit differently. His was like a flat rate of $750 at the time. Mm-hmm. And the guy I was working with charged a flat rate for like hiring him as a producer, but then charged extra for each instrument that he had to track. Mm. So then I was counting it up and I was like, well, if I want a song that's more than like 5 instruments, including my vocals, then he is definitely the better deal because he'll do as many instruments as I want him to do for a flat rate of $750.
Now you're seeing it from my angle.
Yeah. So then I reached out to him, asking him if we could work on a song together. So that's when we started working on Homeward Ache. Mm-hmm. And when we were working on that song is when I was able to release You Have to Let Go, which was the second song I was working on with the producer. And then Homeward Ache is what I released with you.
Yeah. And what was your reaction to receiving Homeward Ache?
Incredible. Like, because, my first 2 songs were more minimal in the instrumentation. But then with his, it was like all these like different like pads things. And
I heard it for the first time and I was like, listen to that little click thing and all this other stuff there's in there. Yeah, I added all these extra things.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So my mind was blown because that was the first time I had heard a song. Well, I guess not the first time because of the worship stuff, but I was more personally connected to my like personal folk songs more so than the congregational worship songs that I'd written. So to hear one of my songs that I was really connected to emotionally go from bare bones to this full production was crazy.
And he captured your vision.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes, because he was already releasing folk music. So you really knew what I was wanting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
This is part of her story, but she was looking for a husband to do music with. And so...
I did not know the Lord would bless me with a producer. That's crazy. And now a mixer.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we have the ability we make all of our music 100% for free, unless we hire a cello player or something.
Right.
But yeah, we have the opportunity to make unlimited music for free, just the man hours. But it's so cool. You were sitting in your room, singing to your wall, saying,
yes,
Lord, could I ever do this?
And is it ever going to work out?
He gives you, like, I don't know, like the most affordable like solution to having all your songs recorded. You got
Isn't that crazy?
The whole package.
Yeah.
That is literally wild. If I could go back in time and tell myself like how my life is now, I would not believe it. I'd be like, there's no way. There's no way that I'm going to have both a husband and music. What? Yeah, because at the time I was thinking music's never going to happen, a husband's never going to happen. Like, I don't even know where my life's going to go. Where is it going to lead?
And is it, again, this is all in our like love story video, but so you're thinking God put it on your heart to ask him for a husband for your birthday. And then your immediate reaction was, no, Lord, I want music. Like, if you're going to give me anything, give me music for my birthday, not a husband. Because it also terrified me, the idea of, like, getting close to somebody. Because I really wanted a husband, but it also just terrified me to even think about having an actual husband that I actually had to interact with.
That's funny.
But, yeah, so what's crazy is he gave me you for my birthday, pretty much, like, if you want to know the full story, go watch our video. But also, I uploaded You're Human, which was my first song, to DistroKid on the day of my birthday.
Wow.
What?
Okay, so now you're releasing a lot of music. Do you want to talk about some of the cool experiences you've had?
Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of messages from people talking about how my songs have touched them and like ministered to them, which is like the whole point, you know? Like, that's so amazing that the Lord's actually working through my music and things, and also just to see how more widespread our music is becoming. Like, people have messaged us saying, oh, your song's playing in the coffee shop that I'm at, which is so cool. And then I also heard that someone heard one of my songs in a shop in Hawaii.
That's crazy.
Which is also crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they listen to folk music there.
Folk mountain music in Hawaii.
Yeah. It was a grocery store, I think.
Yeah, something
That's
random.
so random.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really neat to see that the Lord's taking it, you know, around the world.
We get messages from people. They're saying, I'm from Brazil.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Do you listen to folk music also in Brazil?
Yeah. It's really neat.
Yeah, it is really cool. Also, so a few years back, Heather wrote a song called Sleeping Child of Bethlehem. And it's more of a congregational song. And it's one of the ones that you actually got to sing with the church you were part of, with the whole congregation. But there's actually 3 worship leaders that reached out last Christmas wanting to use the song in their church service.
Yeah, so that's incredible. And even just the other day, I got a message from this girl who was talking about Homeward Ache and said that she loved the song. It brought her to tears, and that she loved it so much that her and her sisters were in a studio at that moment tracking a cover of it to put on Spotify.
Wild.
I know. I was like,
they even sent you a picture
what?
of it.
Yes.
Did they really?
Yes. They were
That's
so cute.
sweet.
I know.
Yes.
So I asked them to let me know when it was released so I can go listen to it. But yeah, it's just crazy to see what the Lord has done.
Well, and being a parent and then watching you flourish and how God has blessed you throughout the years with your songwriting skills and just picking up the guitar and piano over the years and then listening to your first song on the radio. And I'm like, that's my child. You know, God has really blessed you in order to spread the good news to others. And I just know several times I've gone to the gas station or whatever, and I have your music cranked up in the car, the sunroof open, windows down, saying, that's my daughter.
Wow, you're a proud mama.
Right? Yeah. Saying, check her out on Spotify.
That's funny.
While I pump my gas, you can hear her song.
Right.
Oh, do you remember how when you were little, when we did all the silly songs and stuff, but we also did the competitions about who can hold out the note the longest?
You always won.
Yes,
Always.
I did.
Yeah, I was not that developed yet with my lung capacity.
So, do you think we should do a rematch at the end of the video?
Do you want to do a rematch?
Sure, why not?
We can try it.
Yeah.
Okay. How long has it been? 10 years?
At least. Maybe 15. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys
That was
are
so weird.
funny.
That was weird.
They have the same laugh too. They sound like little puppies. Right? I don't even know what the like. Sometimes it's uncanny.
That's funny.
You guys are strange.
She's really my twin.
We spent a lot of time together. Yeah.
Okay, so to close this out, I'm gonna ask each of you guys a question. So I'll start with you. Ready for it?
I think so.
What advice would you give any aspiring songwriters that were in your old situation of singing to the wall?
Yeah. Okay. So my first thing is don't stop. Keep writing. Keep singing. I know it can be discouraging to think, is it ever going to happen? Even if people don't ever hear it, it's good for your heart and soul if that's your passion. So don't stop. Keep that alive. Also, if you're a believer, I strongly encourage you to pray over it. Invite the Lord into it, surrender it to the Lord. If it's in His will, He's going to make it happen, I believe, if you're surrendered to Him. And then thirdly, if you're like, no, I'm going to make this happen, but funds are an issue, save up. Even if it takes you a few years to get enough money to even release one song, if it's a passion of yours, if you are strong-willed, if you want to do it, then it's going to be worth it to you to put that money away every month so that you can make your dream come to life.
Or you could learn like me. So I was in Heather's similar situation, but I took the route of I'm going to become the producer.
Right. And I had thought I wanted to do that. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to, like I had GarageBand and I had even done a few like rough demo things. But honestly, a lot's involved. A lot goes into it. You don't know how complicated it can get until you're like in the thick of it. And I knew I did not have it in me to.
Yeah, I think you got overwhelmed.
Yes, very quickly.
I got overwhelmed looking at it.
Yes.
So now you know why I wanted to charge you so much money.
Yes.
Right. That's it.
All right, Holly, what advice would you give to any parents that have kids like Heather that want to be Carrie Underwood or something like that?
Support your children in their dreams. Even if sometimes they seem unrealistic, if they want to become like, Carrie Underwood or whatever. But I did tell you throughout the process, not many people make it that far, but still pursue what you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I loved sending my songs to you or calling you into my room whenever I've written a song, because I knew that you were like my biggest fan.
Yes.
You did it again.
And you were going to be honest with me. If you thought something was weird or sounded off or not in my range or something, I don't know.
Yes.
So I knew that you were going to give me honest feedback, but also you wanted to see me succeed.
Absolutely.
And so it was really nice to have you as someone I could go to and send my music through.
Right. And I love being that person.
And now Ian's more that person now, to be honest.
Yes. You still send me some.
I do, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would have even cared as much about music if your mom hadn't pushed you to, or even introduced you to singing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think
Because I mean, when I was younger, I really looked up to you, and I aspired to kind of be you.
Aww.
Yeah. So I really don't think that if you weren't there to have fostered and stewarded those dreams or, my talents, I would not be where I am today.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm always your biggest fan.
Aww.
Always.
Well, maybe you have some competition now.
Yeah.
You have some competition?
Maybe we can tie.
Okay. Tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you guys have any final thoughts before we close it?
No, just keep pursuing your dreams.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos with Holly, then put it down in the comments below. We actually live super close to Heather's parents, so we can do a lot more videos like this. We have no idea what else to do with Holly, but if you have any ideas,
we can figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
All right, let's do the singing competition.
I have to drink water.
Okay, drink your water.
I have to prepare.
Here we go.
Oh,
I'm going to time
racing.
it. Ready?
Oh, no.
3, 2, 1, go. Wait, Holly won. You laughed first.
That's 1 second.
Okay.
Man, I could have gone longer, but I laughed.
I think it
I laughed
was,
too because it is funny.
it was about 15 seconds. Holly's the winner.
Oh, man.
1, 2, 3. Take that. There's a chicken out there. Just walking down the driveway.
Oh, that's the neighbor's chickens.
Oh, it's a rooster.
Oh, it's in my yard.
Yeah. Hello.
Is it a rooster or is it just chicken?
I think it's a chicken.
Oh, okay. Why did the chicken cross the road? Right. That was funny.
That is funny.
That's a huge slap, it wasn't it?
'Cause you and I are just like apple pie. We make this life oh so sweet. And when you smile, you set my heart